Bar TV, voice of the voices.
Is
it Ghana Bar? No?
Also bring back CJ.
Prince men come back once. Is it Ghana Bar? No. Omati MPP youth wing woman.
How?
Omonia man your fabium.
Oh yes, sure.
Oh yes.
And your face say.
The Omocran a person a constitution said in Sinfania Jumanfa.
Na so mo se ye mrenim fo.
Now ye mrenim na wo yetene ne.
Kan wo ogina Ghana
Mamensho Ghana Bar. Utie.
Metio.
To say player ne coach ba ku gina park no so bobo e na ba ku tene de ogina park no so bo nti coach ne player adwuma nya den enye
pe say hwan na ye player na hwan ye coach
say Ghana ba for adani coach adani players
omo e bobo no omo
omo na e bo na omo e coach because omo na e be kire say na e wosemra no kwa da be na omo no Ghana Bar Association pass judgment to Kruma omo ye court of competent jurisdiction. And our powers are constitution, the AMA president, and the Ghana Bar nature how it should work. Hey, mu go money was you.
Mu go money was.
Omo. Yes. Na say anya wanwa. Jogate, and I need to know Jogate, the players or no, there should be a thought.
Eric, one of the so men from
Antifua. No. But the me person mention say President Mahama Yenejuma. Obi na di petition. Ababeti amame no ofamra kwan so na meboa emra ne kire se obi di petition ba sei ni na wo se ye no de owura na ye ne chimato bi anim but mo pese mo kire se mo na mo tenchen no adom na mo wona ebro mo so indirectly no mo betena se micromanage governance na president Mahama ye na say what maza man hwe ya mo ba no mo ni mo nya mo kofom if they don't know Ghana Bar can you Ghana Bar na reputable organization will be accredited but I don't know fine the men of conscience are there but politically no a deep them it is better they stay away from this issue for the processes to go on because at the end of the day no Ghana interest and President Mahama sorry yet ha MPP in fear or train mess up na ba no na adani bia ba where were they Maza ye ni abire bebu o man yo enti mo na manya mo ba ni ade a won tena ba mo sa
sifo ana GBA fo no o mo beka say ye illegal obi abokro no anya de mra na de ya nya ma me na ka say your friend say no matter the noise you make the law is always the law no ma me no ka mre bi e call Pentecost program mo na nim o de twa President Mahama sa de na ka mu to ha ma me anka be ye me awe hu ntimi de
time so yes president no was
on say ne masses on aho na obesere
and there was
say ne so osuro da wo president aba be bu na nichi his excellency ai Pentecost center me na me wo ho his excellency Mahama chia obi o chia na me si mu nyi nto so na me nhwe
any video
mo obi anka ye ye na nim this share my sim say nipa de so I am surprised this woman even wants to work with his excellency Mahama come me no out of respect and come for my own you know ka buy and come resign because one very bro
na so ye adwuma ma omai no
omai obi no bu man say any sank ye election
enye
any sank ye election si ye ka sem omai na da so sai ni si ye election na nke ye to obi de bu man no so no wa ye adwuma ama omai no to that person.
Somebody no say independent.
And I am telling you, say, why independent? Why foul? I am person me bisa we say, we were here na nimu no, o person na ye adwuma na. Obi a twa petition. Etia, I didn't na me twa petition na ya twa etia no. Araba gato se friend say fu agate. Ono onye politician.
Onye politician.
Oh, patcho madam mamenka sa o yesi amani nye ho. Enye
bisa me say onye politician na me
enye Jogate yiro
no me so ye president
me patcho in fact president na nkata bibia so en fam kata so ni kunu
enye ono
me patcho ni kunu ni Jogate patna so aye campaign ama ni kunu da obi asem na okay oh mama nkata
fa eye gina posa Ebi ni NDC ni MPP. So who they no side.
Me ba cho say why.
Owonya warefo.
Obi kunu eye. It's possible so obi kunu eye NDC na yere.
Make a statement of fact. So obi kunu NDC, obi kunu MPP, and we different. The statement of a fact that this woman or no say again illegal or there. I mean, what is it? And the President Mahama no money be dictate ya mano, and also be dictate ya mamra e kuruma. Eyi nkonfo nkola omunko prisons. Non custodial sentence I say omo hwe me ye pass. Say na be ya nkola nketenkete ya wobako wi abanche ne ne ya mo 15 years. Enu aka ho asem. As Ghana Bar Association, the rights of the people of this country, in Kola Omunim, she said, "Ye be a year kicking." What can't want some one?
And they hear
Abna who were prison, I be whom Kola in Kolanket 16, 17, and Ma Omu prisoner. Yes, see, Obu or why she just witnessed the Kuno Elbu be so you're guilty. What can't want them? And no Baba can't we want them. Me MPP for I don't know why so and I decided so my Omu crusaders.
Because MPP phone call.
I don't know when come and answer. Ghana Association. Then MPP phone na ko share o machine e catch o so for petition me mra me ka say illegal. Oh, e dey asem na wo ken hwe. Din na ono kwa me no anka me meka bi.
Aden.
Because the din na ekuta no, ti say be o ka say jantoa ka bibia o praise CPP. Say na tie bia jantoa e CPP because ni papa na busua e CPP. What is the you cannot absorb yourself from it. What do you mean you free? So kuni de gati. And the other part, 2% just are different from you. MPP need bend the worry or bar on supporting. Maybe so. Me answer worry. Me answer worry you penny. No one near you penny or money jar. There's some na can in the account. Accidentally. Why? My ye fie kwa okumase a ye CPP for no kra asema omo frɛ renegades. If oba ben or what you be our standing on MPP is ticket. I attend general. Ne yiri nya MPP ni. No nya kra be convert. Identity MPP for kwa na afre. Adie yen starting process no. Which is their problem? See I suspend the man na say they been see that. Ebi with EC. EC as independent, it's even more independent. Because all year elections, you can't say independent body. They determine who wins, who loses.
Track boss.
And they don't know track boss. They don't know what I found. Time I hear you, Charlotte, or say no. Who said what? It's not the same independent institution. Ebi si o krom handa.
Okay, nana.
Me fa sense me fancy we for bo fie kasa be me fancy we fa. And that's why e be pon. Oh, dey no be ka. Because the point is that MPP for na mama mi we ye di boni. Niema adebina niema yi hwe me ka cho. Me hwe nia. Oh, mama kasa me pesa. Abna me mama kama se. Abna mama kasa.
Only no baba kan.
MPP for na share mama na chi mama.
I'm telling you, me experience. Me ka obi experience, me experience, and I'll always say it. Time at a limited registration. The year protest.
2019.
Yes, all parties in IPAC decided they said baby or more year no ewo your friend is a district in Yempe. You call court. Mami we also be buasem that year registration. And it was about Ghanaians. A chair before the year of free mo. So omo you okay. Yen or district. Cases are possible be nyina nya omo na hihye na chi. On wa okoba na oba bi obesue nya say next time who MPP for a obedwan.
You may be petition.
I'm calling on all Ghanaians. Omo enim say the courts and as I say akayen to join all the political parties demonstrating on the 5th of May to tell President John Mahama and the NDC and President John Mahama to destroy
Anya ko ka
Nia ever say look, assembling and a GBA equine. But there are 4 issues we share on my statement which I have a copy.
One.
The omuka about Boko Huasem. Omuka about Galamsey Amasem. Omuka about Ablekumano Huasem. And omuka about your friend is a CJ Huasem. So it tells you, say, at their conference over the weekend, they did not centered on the CJP. But there are other issues. They feel that these are very important issues need to be discussed and looked at. Because President John Mahama have turned a blind eye on all the issues that is happening in this country. And pretending like what say and pretending some of the issues are Abna, what is the issue about the CJ? Obimu nipa mienu the petition akọ.
So more no more.
Say, these are party people. We know the agenda that they are setting. Say, CJ etu kwine, edi ni kunu, and then the bar etu kwine. But the question that we need to ask ourselves, but look,
where then notice that?
Yes. We will be there. Send just as Sami Jemfi. And say President Eddie petition. Please, Sami Jemfi say please, can you allow me? Just as Sami Jemfi intercepted the report from the Council of State to the President, and who said out of the 31 members of the Council of State, 30 and the 2 Abase.
Sami Jemfi Kabo Biada.
Please
say why intercept report.
Asempa will give you the reason that. Just as Sami Jemfi intercepted, information. Nipa say, Musi, otu kwan or the nikunu ene ne ba etu kwan. Etino, enuntido. Ye free ho. But the question that we need to ask ourselves, or was akwenya no and ask on this akwenya no. Secondly, who say lawyer back was on no courts and CJ no any kasa say na ompe and CJ ni kasa say friend say oh please now who coin and ask on who coin. Look, you raise said ni ban on ni kunu ni ban on no mu two coin no wa bo on my nika. Auditor General reports.
I'm constitutional
letter commission. See, Judicial service. Query. Look, Mameno and to Mrabiaye because she's entitled to travel with the spouse and any other person. And I say, Mameno time I'm raising issue about the tickets. No say the tickets no bono cheap the bano. Also, the tickets no. The banner bed. And that is the report. I'm speaking to the report. And even look, the one that Mafano say, Bafo Bonnie, prison service, Mameno, Nikunu. If you are making reference to Kunu any or Yin Wasema, I'm giving you an example. One to sign. Oh, am I? You read. Bafo Bonnie already then. Travel with the spouse. Who is the spouse? Or the group or bank for the coin? Or the same person, John Mahama Amano, say, or no commissioner or prisons, no, and you're not doing the coin. And now, see, an agenda because Mahama himself joined the campaign. Of course, there are NDC lawyers, or say, the judicial network was say no, MPP for the go. So some of you should come and take responsibility as judges. Let me tell you, you say so far as a president. Now, if any Ghana Bar Association have no right to write a letter or say anything. That's what I'm saying. I'm just referring to Nana. So by virtue of Nukunu being an former member of parliament and attorney general, it made the whole association, your friend is
president on easy like the head that wears the crown.
Really? So then everything that is happening in this country, let's make the doorstep of the Bahama.
What
you are saying, you know, the everything that is happening in this country, even what is happening in my house, I'm putting at the doorstep of the Bahama. If that by what you are saying, say, because Nikunu a former member of parliament.
Nikunu ko campaign wo ko ye campaign man wa anya campaign no jira platform of the t-shirt
honorable Mr.
but Ghana bass
against
the constitution.
No, but I am saying
it's an association. It's the fact that you are president
and
association or individual no
at the moment NDC at the moment NDC started, NDC lawyers, NDC doctors, NDC you don't even know that you have NDC lawyers. You don't know
the constitution.
Unim say omo NDC lawyers. I'm question omo ada. Unim ubeda kai.
That's why NDC ni.
Also campaign
my Latin.
Yeah, so Uber said
party no good.
Our party
it is near an agenda. You see, it is near an agenda to just remove the Chief Justice. Is that an agenda? It is dangerous to our democracy. So democracy in a sense. Are you comparing this to Jesus? Are you comparing this to Jesus?
I'm
saying it is dangerous to our democracy in a sense. Now for democratic court,
security of 10, it was also dangerous for you to remove Charlotte. Opposition
or your government worker. In fact, he is working directly with Mahama. Me and Joe
dangerous
to democracy. Dangerous to this country. Let me give you an example. That is what I'm saying. So let me give you a reason I'm saying that. Let me give you a reason. Dangerous in the sense that magistrate court to the Supreme Court. What you make Chief Justice are the one was High Court, one magistrate court, you know, and away wine. That's exactly what the end is. Look,
One Ghana from this country
that no attempt and no agenda or no planning to succeed. They will not succeed. Look, no amount of removing this justice will turn the constitution and favor anybody. No. If there is an agenda, it will not work.
The alleged Justin Kudia ever
yes. No amount of an agenda to change the constitution and enable somebody to come and contest again will succeed. That is the agenda. We know.
To contest what?
We know what we know the agenda that you are talking about.
They want to interpret.
We know the agenda. But I'm saying, sir, no amount of an agenda
because they want to interpret it, sir. Abna will be
because
president.
All the issues are. You see, no amount of an agenda to change the constitution to favor somebody to come and contest again. It will not work because Ghanaians are well descended and Ghanaians have realized this is a total agenda. Because look, all the issues that they level against this woman is a total and 100% useless statements.
Hey.
I'm telling you, all the issues that they level against him.
That's about the petition.
Look, Nippon and Musu or no acting as a Chief Justice.
the autism say ya na
the autism the office so you have access to the
autism ya na autism no
nipa na mo so omo be act no usi obi ni kunu ene ne gba tu kwan the same person also on acting as a chief justice no it's also better against no secondly
I mean useless is too strong.
Oh really? How did they describe the Ghana Bar Association?
How did
they describe them? You refer to them as MPP people. Who just left here? MPP youth organizers. That's what he described the Ghana Bar. In fact, your people have even shorted it and it's even circulating. I can even show it to you right now. Also, they are MPP youth organizers. Now you're also calling that they should go and contest for NPP chairman. So if that's what they want to do, Nipa no so Muso mweti say omunchro and I won't be surprised. Say we be any place throw back na na ya throw back.
Fanisa.
No we do call it. Me say aban bi enim, nyansa bi enim and agenda say oh, Jesus is in free. I am telling you. Say it will say
MPP for person I want to say
the agenda will not succeed. You will not succeed. I am calling on the NIMPC and I'm calling on Nanaya and I'm calling on Abraham on the 5th of May. We are demonstrating to let mobile
one theater among go for na me too.
Is it the Naira?
What transformers say here?
Container cocoa board container dey free kiko. UCG container dey free kiko. Bibia fly. Bibia fly.
Bonne on dina. Mr. Transformer. Mr. Transformer fly. Cocoa board. ABC official timo ko for na mo ko.
Container e ko share warehouse. Container dey ko share warehouse. Now a whole CU my own brother.
The president Muhammad Tiamra mo ko port.
And I call warehouse no and a container ni mobile container nya etutu.
Mo na mo say say mo ni mo pem.
Reset ni
because I be mo Supreme Court challenging the actions of the president.
I want you to understand no amount of an agenda to make sure say we are weakening the judges from the magistrate to the Supreme Court. No, it will not work. No agenda of change the constitution to enable somebody to come and contest again will work because Ghanaians will resist. Ghanaians will resist.
So when they were constitution 1992 constitution na ya de bu oman no won dey woman na article hefa it in command won ka ho bi
nti je say
make can command for constitution ho and constitution no ne aka e kire say so be the petition of my president kwa won fa so na me sanka na sanka bo GBA fu ding ba ba ding dim sisi
ni so mo na aka o asem no na me so me DB
anka me right because we asem no ye see ni fa so yan to nchi ba me pese me kan sa ti ma me nin common kakra na one chere baby a president Mahama wa ade a na muntu a watua etia mra no a me use a me chere process no he find a president Mahama a flout mra and now what bu mra no so one chere yen but we timi chere o he na establish supreme faci GBA and president of the Republic of Ghana president I establish here in consultation with the Council of State. Enu say president Mahama ene say be mama nyame shira me chia bebia wo bia me ho ka follow dina Mahama ene say kweko nti bomo eni constitution sa nti wanya ne sa one me da sori one ne effort mu paw ba wanya no because constitution an kire sa ba bia we do me say wanya asem hwehwem na efe ni won a wode constitution ne ba ni say ade a mo yi mo hwe say empire ma bonten ba bia ni constitution mu sa it should be in camera. And so be put it. That's a GBA say, Brana Betcher Nintia. Ujina so, and the coin of us to establish a program facing, and in now we are. Hey, no one knows when the Mumran. And I will reform. No one knows when Uncle Siamran. Nani Amraneka, constitution, Neka 17. What's it, young man also? You met you one summer worker. Adenti wakwan ben so mra ben so ya mi ameden na amen ana wodi na MPP funu bia na because when you na to boma MPP funu bi what did they say mame rubber former chief justice and I'm thinking the suspended chief justice. Huh? What is saying asem? Because and say in common bar, but in only meanty. One hour your consistency. Abra, wouldn't near first idea. One hour the Sam ran a buy him, Tintum Rano. One sign pa. Because a friend of our him, I mean, say no more. What Mama say, Over Crano, so no song. Send one song that when you far. But I said so better than man on the war. Eh? No face, I mean, Sama. I bet our bunting next chin. Nothing was a sanko terror Jumasia. Or could trust Jumaneso. What's our tax in a sense? Na. The best of them when I respect from the masses. It says GBA Fusi. One first answer metro bontenga. What so that me and woman. I don't make a ding. I use yata another. And I won't refuge home. Huh? One co contest a net MPP party in Ebun. What's one question? One co get cards. So only be one getting count. One co contest chairmanship, general secretaryship. No more party in so what you want me say? I'm Penyampa, where you branch of MPP. Fine. Exactly so. Absolutely so. Absolutely so.
It's now so be expressing.
To me, listen. MPP foka. Ah, it's yamra. Because when I kasa when to me try clause so article kwa and what constitutional president Mahama Ebuso. Your girlfriend, boyfriend, some. And that jolly matter. A matter of the law. It's in Ranaka, then I have a president Mahama Buso. Oh, movie be also there. Then I will ye. Sabi mum at the Gumaman Hofi. Because I could come as some sign a constitution, say, young fashion finding. All for could come as some trouble thing. Now, so did been. The whole song of your 7 ma. Not so tax no one, no, the better so as Chief Justice Bumana. Miss Long. Let me say, so I persuade the MPP for here, I will be entering Suron Kwan, Jan Hamrano Makwan, your freedom of association. One could get chairmanship secretary, I don't know, in fact. No one found more a party in a great and now down to turn up your very second training, which is called for. President Mahama never going to be high.
Justice Assembly, I can't. Yeah. You see, I take a certain twist. And Rabbi who are brandy and from Kakranka, for the same. Also, by demonstration, you said, and you
Nanabi.
It's only a friend.
Nanabi.
You could see clearly, sir, the issues are our honor or must sway the conversation, and people are pursuing a certain political agenda. Yamakacha say, Yakotuaba, not Ghana for concern about our judiciary. That there is the need for us to prune it. Because one institution I aim to mean fairly. A failure in a way go down. Yes. So the air cost no, it's not something I would make say politically motivated. And the air cost no. Beginning nearby, and I was John Mahama and Asha see and I not just so Chief Justice and then Yamiadum petitioners no be anymore.
Additional to craft
first petitioner, a police officer,
5.
And yet a police officer no. He's a lawyer or Greater Accra way ACP or the Nasem court and the Yedia 7 year Boguno so and now Wajatum Norte Ho. Mammy, my better can't say, Omunipa. They virtually look down on almost everybody. And you know, Nipana Wadina Samaria were one of honor. Then, according to the gentleman, who can your friend saying Mosara Manipa and who senior lawyer Albert and I wouldn't share that kind of remark. And I'm a minute court and all can move Biatina. All good police in any mass our court.
Don't have titles, they're not here.
And what would that attitude no chim na no ko heba bia say we aso ko school was ro. Police no I a lawyer. Wadi na sem wadi ne for. Fine wajiatum. Then off record comments and who as a disparaging comment who go na nima say. And then the police officer can say I disagree with you. My man say police boy monchino. And the police officer was detained. Oh yes. That is what happened in the petition. And you know, Assembly has nothing to do with the NDC. A personal way DOB.
Okay.
Yes.
And then if I cramba,
yes.
Say your friend said, say no, they are police no, I'm a lawyer. And my catcher that your friend Adibi, your friend say, sir, your friends say a latest arrogance be na me nkwa na mako school me they look down we no me nipa that kind of attitude no and abra John Mahama conference we are so bold din a on team na no style be na man for free say normal that is that because the gentleman in the petition described it say that was the same thing the posture. Oh, go and read the petition. Team na no ya we am say na about that kind of way na say nipa no so or disagree with you immediately na arrest him and the police arrested the police officer and he was detained. That is what happened. So it has nothing to do with so be NDC and so be the other people no and so there has to do with the sika.
Yes.
We require plane ticket. Chief Justice Baba you are for 1 billion e require plane ticket to America. Yeah, or my sika. Am 1 billion oh. How many young ladies in this country? And even 1,000
cities
but states need to 1 billion. Man about plane ticket alone or quite a year piano, your friend is saying per diem $10,000. You see the argument and they say or you're entitled to you see yes to quote to me but we are talking about a private travel and the arrangement is that who as a person and I'm so we chief justice we will pay, don't worry. But state you're interested and for police security do what yes I will be idea kotoa. The state will have to suffer for that.
Sure.
Honor nimyansa security tranche meba bra. So the entitlement of the security officer nobody rather comes to the daughter.
How?
Enya greed. Police you will be kuro you be hero odi wachi kwa anya hwenko no so no ne nsa beka sa niam no because there is a reason why the state made it possible say kwa in the private way no for security do what say you security no tena ncha na ode ne baba sha no twa plane ticket 1/1 way man no na okotua per diem ya ansi ba ko pe another trip oko na ode ne kunu
DHC security na nine.
DC security na nine and ordinary call wow we remember one for member. These are petitioner ako and otherwise I know how to do with Nema Akoso speaker issue no whole back on crowd there accusations of the man Chief Justice Marco 21 time in can go through nina 21 accusations and also Sadiguma Meneso as Oba na obeyi ne ho ano na there member can atwas na ya won we in the politics council of state I go through all these accusations and am coming to conclusion say no asem no nyensem hunu yentimi montungu anti council of state ayaka ho asem ebia na amamfo onim the composition one of the immediate past Chief Justice so for Yakufu Wonim Akoto Bam for dissenting those times she's a retired Supreme Court Justice Oti bench so Oti Council of State in Hubi and a mami way NDC ni Betty Judicial or a former Attorney General yes Adjei ho sa o ne be no so obi ani ba bi ofri ba omu nyina keka ho bi so when it comes to Emra former Chief Justice also former Supreme Court judge. So these are issues I won't mean to say petty keke na I'm not sure that John Mahama can even pick a phone and call for Yakufu say I don't know any merit money merit. The president cannot do that. He cannot call Akoto Bamfo and tell her say yes it means that seven or more cano credence wom. So by saying a political party jita nani and John Mahama bae nipo mo luso mo jima high profile individuals bebre. Why is MPP not speaking for those individuals? Na mum we no mo kasama no. Enra tamale say ya fanzai CEO no that tamale teaching hospital no. See you know di. Adam say that you want your press conference. Yeah. So you see that kind of attitude I say I don't know omo nkwa na betimi aye obi kwaya wouldn't mean something this I want away because petition I can't answer me. Are you aware, say, Shraj boss? Your first president Mills and appointed no. Are you MPP political? I'm not on pre. On Richard Niama, Omukwa petitioners so Omo MPP for throw petition the command John Mahama say, Ma mena or your Shraj boss no what disika Shraj boss in the status at say justices of the High Court as a forum. Or throw petition the command is a mamina disika. John Mahama J petition no go through setting up committee go through. At the end, President Mahama remove
Shroud boss. I remember that story.
The Shroud boss was appointed under NDC, but Enam said they're not air cost no equity and President Mahama removed the Shroud boss. The same MPP or no Nimuni pass and the petition that command John Mahama will follow through the constitution. And if he's following through the constitution, what is your business? And again, suspension of judges. This is not the first time.
Yeah.
And now straw petition the command President Mahama says some judges be aquajam ponchen and coco. Assemble President Akufo-Addo. And some no course na amoye omo find this omo hu say merit wo no mo nya ni assembly we President Akufo-Addo suspended these 4 judges including Justice Derry. Okay.
Yeah.
And sana final ruling na ba bonten and sana opama wo. So you see, these are powers are clothed our president war. And Akufo-Addo can do the same thing. Why can't John Mahama do the same thing?
Because John Mahama.
Because John Mahama. You see that kind of way, no, looking down upon people say, oh, we didn't mean the way. Because Mekasa say, we are the people with Nyansa and can this petition, you know. And go no more kind of Bekasa baby. And come on, civil society organization be a cheer. Say, Bekasa amount. Never I see one who any credible civil society organization will all come my chief justice. What is that India? So here, I think that the president must remain focused. Ghana for say your Supreme Court and there is a problem. Individuals are on one their personal dealing or more de bonnie diomo. Policy no kind of petition in some woman. Ya over about hope. Nipa no swing their code police ACP at the court. Dear some of your nipa in our media on the Nimase. Now, I react to say, I disagree with you. What's the police for channel?
Now, also, I disagree with you.
Yes.
Other way, why I will bring last one. I mean,
yes. Sabemana, or any son, we won't fetch any crew in Yancy.
Yeah, to be a police officer. Wouldn't what they go through.
Exactly.
Law, no? You can't just look down upon that person. And that is the attitude. With the Anamakacha, you see, these people are living in the past. In those 1990, we are Cocotina, me and the generation where I don't know my catch. Yeah, but say Pontius Pilate, no, most that dear Chem Kunta, and a crab by and then I wouldn't say Muna, Nipa can be actually. Sir, my lord, no, I'm for respect you based on what you do, not because you're Chief Justice. Sure. Now, who for not know your president, the crown, now I'm for come out drinking. How many yes, now as a president, the crown, I'm for come out drinking. How much more Chief Justice because I disagree with that? Was that Monchero? Now, Yachina could detain Yachina detain Namako. Sunday, when you know, Yakataka. Yes.
After the ruling.
Yes.
After the ruling.
Yes.
Don't like doesn't even make sense.
Yes. Who's that? What did you
Did you ever think to appoint any very serious brain?
Yes. Because
considering his posture.
Because as a Chief Justice, you know. Reasonable. So you have to be very reasonable, very accommodative, that kind of stuff. Obia can some that kind of way. The bottom line is the judgment has been passed already. Where lies this comment? And in her response, you know, she couldn't refute that particular. I read the response. The response, she could not refute. Saying some now, right? And you're not correct. Now, decisions are on Fanum Kotumno, and yeah, one judge, your friends a decision. Now I represented the view of your friends all other way. It's the judges now in United with Tibo. I disagree in your funny too. And as I just no crying, I was here some question. Fanum Konkotum, and a 7 branch no cano, and yet enough, and any basis a bit me active. 146, and that is for the offense the committee to decide. That's the reason why people are saying the response no crime for my 7 year more serious. Yes, because you admitted to all the allegations. What you say about papa na 7 to any pack. Judge ya ote your offense committee enemy Panamai has been at the Supreme Court. Yes, in China any part go and check the records. Panel in baby because they tag him with certain wins until recently as a near society now I am not slotting in the back be about see omukra between the two no and now kwatan junior and him obetu ase na basa why what your friend is saying oba beka we did not corner not police officer na obi a we beggar I'm not to and I'm catch us we obi a or we are resign crack the committee, you know, you not be comfortable.
To have at least to have all that embarrassment and
another one. And then nipo ba ko mu di na wu e domelibo.
Yeah.
Dem you go so can we no o kai domo de ye.
Court wo ma mu
Chief Justice omo tena case ni so ma domelibo e call retirement and san na ye di na asem ene wo ko tena na nimam na tutu asere na abasa. So obobra papa e de da wanim. So for me, I think that there is no political undertone be a woman unless Obiwa or the Baba. We are talking about evidence. Because police in the personal experience and other trying to petition. The other group near Shining Star. Also no experience or Munya and Yama Manya and other person, you know, than the Rufo, you know. Also, I outlined 21 cases against Chief. On the end, the Anokrada Yao airtime. Jachi question issue no.
Yeah.
Yet me ma order near Bowra court computers CBA or other from above. And never cause of chrome how me say nyanda I didn't go through the petition. You will be shocked. And a petition about one thing so one of yeah.
Also respond
because Paul I don't watch in the me who the petition no. Because Abra President Mahama or cho letter their command aqua jet say on money bino that letter no got leak. Petition in Saka, anybody wants to Paul, I don't watch the other TV so. So, fight, you know, it's not that response. You use political anger. I'm a fighter, but some of these things, fact, because I see a different John Mahama, very firm, resolute, and ready to do the right thing. I'm sure, sir, he should go ahead. Because that is the reason why Ghanaians voted for him. Because Ghanaians will not admit failure, they will not admit weakness. The focus on this, say this thing goes beyond the Chief Justice. It's not about the Chief Justice. It's about the sanctity of the institution called judiciary. We cannot be having criminals living, individuals who think that they are all powerful. Than sad notion, do not work today because the youth of today, everything you do. That is why I make catch yourself soft no preach say boys no far man for social media. And now man for nyama me wata na nkasa won never trim. Before they on the call him. So we need to do things right.
Okay. All right.
GBA TV, voice of the voices.